sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Lumen Field. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts.
There we go, throw it! Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. There we go,
Throwing from the start. Here's Smith. He's going to test this secondary right away. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
This one complete to his tight end Fant. That pass play good for 22. First down, Seattle.
Here we go, here we go. Flip her off, 49.
From the shotgun, Smith. Metcalf reels it in on the right side.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Throwing on second down, Smith. Connected with the tight end. That's Fant. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Now, Gino. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Hey, we got to line. Hey, it's a clip. No ball, no ball.
From the gun, it's Gino. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle. 2nd and 7. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run, and it's also 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Nix. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down. Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Mims sent in motion here. Nick's gonna throw for it. That's taken in. And he is gonna have the Broncos first down as they wind up getting 13 on fourth down. Now it's Williams. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
On the give, it's Williams. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it, and he'll take it on in. Cortland Sutton, touchdown Broncos. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos move out to a 7-3 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Ready.
On play action, Smith. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A second down throw for Smith. Sending it downfield for Fant. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. Going for it all. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 45 yards. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. They'll throw. It's Nix. He's got it at the 3. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run it with Williams. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Denver. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos extend their advantage to 14-3. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. On 1st down is Smith. Thrown left side. The catch is made. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Here we go, here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's second gun, Smith. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Hold.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion.
Hey, trio left. There we go,
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. Into space. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Smith. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
There we go, Alert.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Gino. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by P.J. Locke. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Smith going to go to the air first play. And his first pass is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
In motion goes the tight end. Geno now to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hey, here we go, hey. Check 59, cover.
Now Smith. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing now is Geno. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, we go, slide. Tuesday.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Okay, ready? 60 Eagles, 60. Come on, set. Ready?
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Let's go. 19.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Check, Panther.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Here's Nix. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Nix to the air. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Throwing Nix. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Williams is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He's going to get it again. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try it with Estime. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
On the set. Let's go now. 70 Lions. Smash, smash. Ready.
They run off tackle right with Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw, here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now it's Nix. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
A give to Williams, running right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Tuesday. 49, flip it off, 49.
Now Gino. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, for incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Smith. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Smith. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Indy. 53. Middle.
To the air again, Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Benito coming in there to record the sack.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's on his way. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Timberwolf. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey, hey.
Now Williams running left. And down to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They give it to Williams running right. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain. And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Here we go, here we go. Slow ball.
Back to throw, Smith. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hey, here we go, hey. Hey, trio left. No ball.
Smith. Touchdown! DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
To throw is Nix. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a handoff running left. This is Williams. And he'll take this down to the 33. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And Smith here, an audible at the line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now they'll shift things around. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Walker. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Geno now to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. In for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Williams. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters.
Trap 60.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's taken in left side by Velo. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Throw out wide to Walker. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Play action. It's Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
They try the left side here with Williams. Brought down at the 20. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 14. They run it again with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And down to the 36-yard line here. 154 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Williams going to get it again on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Nix to the air. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 range, 70 range.
Here's Nix. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And now an audible here into something else.
70 Timberwolf. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Go.
To throw, here's Nix.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Smith. He'll find Metcalf.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
They'll come up now on second down.
There we go,
Smith.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Let's go now. Seven Pirates.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Panther 11. Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Pioneer.
Now it's Nix.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Catch left. Tuesday.
Smith to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Throwing Nix. This one swung out to Williams.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here we go, set.
To throw is Nix.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
60 Eagle. Take go.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. One last throw here for Smith. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing from the start. Here's Smith. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
To throw, it's Smith. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job. To hold him to a short return. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hup.
A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 6.
Cougar 19. Unlock Lion, go.
They'll go again with Williams. And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
Go. 70 Lion. Jack Panthers. Ready.
It's another run here for Williams. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Stop is made by Jaron Reed.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 79 Bronco. Warriors 70. And up.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Bronco 80. Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Ready?
They'll throw. It's Nix. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
Track 60. 70 range. Hut.
Nix now to throw it here on first down. He'll take a shot with Mims. To the goal line and in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown Broncos.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Gino to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. A second down throw for Smith. There's the big tight end, Fant. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Here's Gino. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Here's 3rd and 2. We'll try and run it with Walker. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down. 13. They'll motion over Metcalf. They'll try it now with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down. And more. It'll wind up a gain of 5 on 4th and 2. Now, Gino. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Oh, boy, they got to be careful there. That was dangerously close to a safety and 2 points for the defense. But they do get it at the 1. Second and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. On the give, it's Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Come, my team. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and 3rd down coming up.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19. Ready.
Nick's from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 18 Pioneer.
On 4th down, here's Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
70 Lions. No, no.
Trying the left side, here goes Williams. Up the sideline, past midfield. A pickup of 14 on that walk. 1st down, Broncos.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Smash, smash.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Cowboy 80. Lions.
2nd down, Nix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Stephanie. 19 tight. 19 tight. Top low 18. Take go.
Throwing, Nix. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
70 Timberwolves.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Viking 18.
Mims sent in motion here.
Go.
Nix now on 1st and 10.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, set. Reload, reload.
A give, and here comes Williams. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Ready, break. Ready. 79 Bronco.
Back to throw is Nix. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. He works free, right side. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Seattle. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 470. Go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Now, right on the heels of the pick 6, he is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Hey, let's go Wednesday, on Wednesday. Hey, here we go.
They run with Walker. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Jonah Ellis, the one who got him down. They face 2nd down and 7. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock at 24 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 3rd and 2. On the handoff, this is Walker. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. The tight end Fant in motion.
Middle, middle. Hey, alert.
On first and 10, here's Smith. That is caught by the tight end. Pharaoh Brown. Touchdown, Seahawks. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike, we say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
On the jump.
First and 10.
Shut up. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Mims sent in motion here. On first down, here's Nix to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Ready? Track 60. 70 range. 70 range. Ready?
A first down throw for Nix. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
60 go, Jack. Come on. Set. Cut 19. Cut 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Set go.
Here's Nix to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Seahawks are out in front as we send you to Orlando to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A give left side. Here's Williams. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. He'll try to run for it with Williams. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Denver first down.
Cowboy 80. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Now, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
On the carry, it's Williams. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Viking 18. Ready?
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. Space to run inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts.
Another big-time run right here, Mike, and it's pretty clear for everyone to see what the plan is for this drive. It's to turn around and continue to feed the back, because right now, the defense has no answers to stop them.
To throw is Nix. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
18 rep, 18 rep.
On second down, it's Nix. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Now it's Williams. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? And he will fight his way to the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Denver. Lutz for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Broncos will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to the air, it's Smith. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. He gets that to his big target, Vance. Straight ahead, it's Walker. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. The tight end, Fant, in motion.
49,
On second down, Smith. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Smith from the gun on third down. Got a man. It's Lockett. They'll go play action. It's Smith. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. On second down, Walker. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. That's Zach Allen there on the tackle. Third and long.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. Hey, it's a clip. Snowball.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And that'll set up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, we go to the line. Hey, trio left. Hey, we go to the line.
Keno gonna throw for it. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They get the conversion with a gain of 22. Here's first and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Hey, we go.
So we are through three. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The tight end Fant in motion. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
You just can't defend a pass much better than that, Mike. And the way they teach these defenders is attack the receiver's hand with your hands. That's the catch point that you want to disrupt, and makes a really nice play on the ball, and he's able to knock it out of bounds.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback, and he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. A second down throw for Smith. And he will score. Geno Smith, touchdown Seattle. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards.
Here we go, set.
On first down, it is Williams. Open space to the 35. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Denver first down. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll work this into the red zone inside the 20-yard line, taken down after a gain of 5. They'll go again with Williams. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. On third down, here's Williams. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Go! Bring it. Check.
They'll go for it. It's Williams. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Hey, here we go. Sunday. Pause.
Geno now on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
13 next.
Throwing on second down, Smith. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. Third and 5.
Here we go.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. The tight end Fant in motion. On 3rd down, they go with Walker. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll motion over Metcalf. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Walker. Walker, 1st down and more. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run right. Here's Walker. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll motion over Metcalf. The run up the middle. It's Walker. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
There we go.
They put the tight end Brown in motion. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle.
Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway.
And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Now they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now 2nd and 5. On the counter, it's Walker.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Walker with another carry.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Geno. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt.
Back deep to return is Marvin Mims.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now they'll change things up.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
This is 2nd and 8. Mims in motion right. Here's Nix.
He's got it to Williams. Bulldozes past him. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
To throw, here's Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. They go back to the ground with Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Nix. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Williams, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll give it to him again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And that is incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. They'll toss this out right to Walker. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run again with Walker, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Here we go.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And now Smith going to change the play. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Nix to the air. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing Nix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
2nd and 10.
Now a handoff running left. This is Williams. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. To throw is Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go with Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They start the second half here with Williams. Stays on his feet, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Down the left sideline. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Nix. He completes this to Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does.
Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's taken in left side by Vele.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They run off tackle right with Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
2nd and 7. Nix from the shotgun.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant.
And Williams is in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos are able to stretch out their lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Hey, let's go Wednesday, on Wednesday.
Now Smith. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Smith going to move him around.
Check 59, cover.
Geno now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
There we go, sit down.
Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Walker. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Now they'll audible to something else.
19 tight.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Woolen ready to return it. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. He completes this to Walker.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And down he'll go at the 25.
Snowball.
They're going right back to Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Hey, let's go Sunday.
Now Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
This 2nd and 4. And Smith here, an audible at the line.
Check 58.
Now Smith operating from the gun.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno.
Throw out wide to Walker.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Tuesday. 49, flip it off, 49.
Now it's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Hey, we go, Salon. Alert. 53.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Smith's going to throw it.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 10 from the 13. Smith to throw.
And Walker has it. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Here it is, 4th and inches.
Here we go.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
13 next.
Smith. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll have a quick 1st down on a nice hook up there as he'll get out of bounds to stop the clock as well.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Smith.
This complete to Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
So
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will tie us at 24 all. So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position, maybe.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And a costly, costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. Hey, it's a clip. Snowball, snowball. Hey, trio left. Snowball, snowball. Come on, son.
Now Smith with his first throw of OT. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Down inside the 40.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Now it's Nix.
And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be.